Everyone, today we are going to learn about math, especially about function. This material will be presented by Farhan Furqan, Laude Muhammad Zulfan Fadhil, and me myself Nur Mulya Dwi Prasetya, and Silvester Natanael Yesaya Doringin. Today's agenda is to know more about domain and range of function and uneven of function, comparison with and contrast between domain range function and odd and even function, also about the definition and example of each function in the real life. So, what is a function? A technical definition of function is a relation from a set of inputs to sets of possible outputs, where each input is related to exactly one output. This means that if object X is in the set of inputs or called the domain, then the function of f will map the object z x to exactly one object fx in the set of possible outputs. Next is about domain in a range of function. What is the range of a function? A domain of function is all the set of value for which a function can be defined and called as the natural domain. For example, fx equal x squared. X can be defined as all the domain from the real number. A second example is ft equal to the power of t, where t can be defined as the domain from all the real number. And the third example is fz, where equal square root of z. Since square root cannot be a negative, this means that z is greater than 0 and the domain is from 0 to the infinity, or all positive numbers. As you can see from the graph, it starts from 0 until it goes to the infinity. Next, what is the example of domain of function in real life? So this is a case where Peter needs to fill up his truck with gasoline to drive to and from school next week. If the gas costs $2.79 per gallon and his truck only can hold a maximum of 28 gallons, so what is the domain? So if your answer is the number of gallons of gas that Peter purchased, you are correct. Next, we need to know about range of function. A range of function is the set of all output value of a function. It goes from domain and the process in the function in the range as the output. For example, when the function fx equal x square root is given the value x equal 1, 2, 3, and so on, then the possible outcome is equal 1, 4, 9, and so on. It's because fx can define as x times x, or x times itself. As you can see, the range is the all output of function in here. So, what is the example of range of function in the real life? Here are the example where Pablo charged $20 an hour to teach salsa dancing. What is the range of how much money Pablo can make off from salsa dancing? Since the range is money that Pablo can make by teaching salsa dancing, so the possible range is from $0 goes to the infinite dollar.